Craxis, can you see what Miss Terra said?
No, Terra, I can control it at will. I just don't use it that often because it stirs fear into people.
Doctor, why don't you ask Craxis about your suggestion about implanting the amulet?
Yes. Well, um, the suggestion was to implant the amulet into your body so it can't be removed without doing major harm to you. For example, under your heart.
I see a couple of problems with that. I can't take it off, even if you do get it off long enough to implant it. How are you gonna keep the beast down?
Sedation.
Believe me, once he has it off, he's gonna try and keep it off.
Certainly, but if he were to be unconscious at that point, for example, with the narcotic we gave you yesterday, but I think actually that wore off quite fast for what it was intended. So,
if you were to try something like that, I would advise that you bound me as well, and do the chemical or whatever you're using.
But would you be willing to allow him to do so? He can't do it without your permission, sir.
He can try, but once again, how's he going to get it off to implant it? You have somebody strong enough to remove it. That's stronger than I or.
Maybe my dragon self can do it.
Zedica took it off once. Can she take it off again?
I don't know. Zedica?
I could try. At the time, my strength was very much increased.
Oh, okay.
Wait. So you took it off when you was the Demon Lord?
She did.
Yes.
Right. That makes sense.
Okay, so probably not viable then.
Unless you use magic to try to take it off, but then do you not take the chance of damaging it?
Yes,
True,
I wouldn't risk magic on it. I don't know
How
how the
about
two
using
different...
magic to put it inside?
That could work.
That is a possibility.
You have somebody with the knowledge?
We probably do, actually.
Maybe.
There is also the possibility of, well, it would probably be better if you were unconscious at that point, but I could cut the skin under the amulet and let it sink in.
Yeah, I would prefer to be asleep for that.
Yeah.
And if, as you say, that if you're asleep and we remove the amulet and try to reinsert it, and the beast is trying to wake up, it would mean that we would only have mere moments to attempt this and achieve it without the beast awakening.
Oh, I was not talking about taking off the amulet. I was more or less saying that let its own connection to Sir Craxis bring it to the desired position.
I think he wants to cut the skin, snap the chain, and allow the amulet to sink into the hole that's created.
Kinda, yeah.
For that, the chain's not part of the magic. What if
we understand that, Master Craxis.
Right.
But it also poses another risk if we're not attaching it to anything of importance on the inside. It's going to be moving about.
The enemy could just rip it out, or somebody could.
As long as I've worn it, I still don't know the full extent of how it works. I just know it suppresses the beast.
Speaking of, another solution. Would you be interested in meeting your beast? To become one with it?
No.
Okay.
That thing's already caused enough trouble.
Is there any way to cure you of this, do you know?
I have no idea. If there was, I would hope to have found it already.
I understand.
Have you always been this way?
As far as I know. I don't know what the beast was before the amulet was put on. I don't recall anything as the beast.
Okay, so your first conscious thought was after the amulet was put on.
Yes, and even then the priestess told me what happened and what I was. But then she explained to me that I was, in a way, still the beast, that I control it.
What if we could come up with a potion that would help you keep it under control as well as the amulet? Would you be willing to take it?
It's under control as long as I have the amulet on.
Okay. I think the concern for people was in case the enemy decide to try and use you again. If they snap it and you've been taking this potion, it would give you long enough to get somewhere secure without causing a problem. They're obviously aware of this amulet and how it works.
Well, until we come up with a viable option, there's only the other two options: is keep me locked up or kill me.
You can't come on.
I'm not prepared to kill you for something that isn't your fault.
It was technically yours for some reason.
Okay.
And I don't particularly want to keep you locked up under guard for the rest of your life either.
One moment, I can hear the muffled voices. Oh,
Sisters.
Oh,
so
hello,
much to
sir.
say.
Doctor,
Yes.
We're kind of in the
Yes,
middle of
you're right.
something right now.
could you not
Well, the
make
lieutenant can come in as well anyway, so shall I?
could you not make further
Because
incisions
lieutenant's
along the
commander
very
of
the chain as well?
Yes,
Alright.
I
Think
am.
that would work?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Giles.
Perhaps.
That was
And the others?
part of the idea, yes, but it would the chain would snag
concerns
on
everybody,
your
does it
bones
not?
probably. So
Very well. Let me come in.
it would only go skin deep.
Am I speaking?
Still a lot of skin to
Better
cut
than
through to
nothing.
try and pull it back out, is it not?
True.
And if they don't actually see it on his body, they might assume he's already lost it. That he's been cured somehow, and then he's useless to them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're useless, Craxis. I'm trying to think how they would think. Not a pleasant thought. Does anybody else have any viable suggestions?
How long was the
I don't
beast
know what's
under
going on.
control?
Few months, was it, Zedica?
Yes,
So much has changed.
12 months.
Yes, there have been a lot of changes.
Say, do you have your tail tucked or did you remove it?
Oh, is it tucked?
So you just don't want me to pull it?
And Egan, has he shrunk?
Probably been
Yes.
taking potions again.
Can we get back onto the topic at hand, please?
By all means.
I guess so. So, do we have any other viable options right now?
Came into this a little late, so I'm not sure.
Just trying to see if there's a way to help Craxis stay in control.
doctor could try implanting it further into my skin, chain and all, but that's for you all to decide. I'm okay with whatever needs to be done.
We might have Bob visiting us.
Okay.
What is Bob?
Wanted
will
visitor.
explain it. Yes. Let's call him an old friend we don't like to have around anymore.
Okay, you saying that we're being watched?
Yes, without being obvious about it.
Well, if they're already watching us, then they already know.
They weren't aware that we knew. I'm not seeing anything, but...
See, this is the problem. Having the meetings outside in the courtyard.
I know, but we couldn't go into the chapel, sir, could we? We need to get that other building ready as soon as possible. Are the archers on alert, sir?
What about the priest?
They're on high alert.
Can he bind it further to me?
Possibly. Or maybe Lady Odalina.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Okay, so viable option number 1, strengthening the bond.
Or both options together?
I think that might be a good idea. We can strengthen it and implant it.
Well, since we may not have an unexpected visitor, I suggest that we don't continue the conversation any further.
No, I would agree. We make sure he has something to read or do in there as well. Don't like the idea of people being caged with nothing to do but think.
I think I have some empty books he can write in. And, well, I got some wine on me, but that's not
I like
really...
that idea. But let's not. I might get a little too,
tipsy.
Yes.
Alright. Well, let's get you back to the cell then.
Well, make sure
just
you've
a
got
moment,
something to do, Craxis.
Here you go. You can at least write some thoughts down in it.
Let them check it over and then...
Let me inspect it first.
Okay. Should be an empty book. Might have grabbed the wrong one.
Oh, that's fine. There you go. Right. Is there anything else anybody needs to say?
Nope.
No.
No.
I'll try to come up with more ideas. Words.
Okay, we're taking a prisoner back. Let's go.
Yes.
Bye, Craxis.
I actually have something he can use for his time. just need to assemble it.
Your soldier
I was
here,
experimenting with setting up
Is
a
there,
gym
running
area,
for-
so I still have what I was using for weights.
Ah,
you
okay.
have a weapon out.
Well, let Tonight know I gave you
just to
permission.
be ready in case you
Thank you.
decide to change.
He has no weapon. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it
Well,
might
my
be your
eyes,
eyes
they all
playing.
have weapons.
Yes, it could be your eyes playing tricks on you.
They have
I
weapons in my eyes.
have a
Yes,
short
Doctor.
question. So Craxis, would you be interested in doing some weight training, for example, to work off restless energy?
Yes.
Good. I was thinking about setting up a gym at my place, or how I would go about that, and I still have the water urns and bars for it in my pocket.
Could be used as a blunt weapon, Doctor.
Well, maybe then just the water urn, so you can grab it and lift it.
Well, I believe he already has a jug here. I don't see why.
I don't think that's a viable weight.
We'll make sure that the
I-
prisoner gets plenty of exercise, Doctor.
I appreciate it, Doctor, but I'm good.
Okay.
And if he really wanted to lift something heavy, I'm sure he could lift the bed.
It's plenty of exercise, 1 hour a day.
Okay, can't argue with that. I tried. Yeah. Sorry.
Master Craxis. We shall see you later.
Hopefully.
Sadly, they are right with the bar being.
Yes, I thought they might say that. What was that?
What is what?
I heard a grunting
I was
noise.
jumping onto the bed.
Oh. Okay. I won't do an aerial view then.
Well, since Mr. Craxis is not allowed to, Miss Zedica, would you like some weightlifting equipment?
Sure.
This also brings us to another question. Do we need Lady Zedica's help any further? Or can we take her back to her residence to continue her sentence?
You know I don't want to send her back.
She is still a prisoner, General.
I'm aware. Still, I remember being locked in a cage myself. It's not fun.
Well, you weren't there because of murdering innocent people, my lady. There is a difference.
You
Just to
want to
clarify,
speak
you're
to
okay
the...
with me giving the equipment to Miss Zedica, or not?
I have no
Well, once
problem
we
with
return
it.
her back to her original residence, I will be happy with. Yes.
Okay.
Zedica, what can I do to make it easier for you over there?
Get me out of there.
Do you wish to speak to the judges on a matter, actually?
Perhaps clarify who was allowed to visit. Been told many things now.
As far as I'm aware, everybody's allowed to visit. Is that not the case?
As far as I'm aware, it's yes, but
1
only
hour,
one
yes.
person at a time.
So
Yes.
every person in the lands can visit for an hour at a time separately. So in theory, she could have 8 hours of visitors a day, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. Well, there. We at least have clarification on that.
The
Good. You all
lieutenants and
heard it.
everything are free
Oh,
to
we
come
heard
when
it.
they like,
Uh-huh.
as far as I'm aware.
Good, so no official business crap.
I thought it
Well-
was anybody could visit for 1 hour a day, apart from the officers could visit if it was at any time if it was official business.
Yes. That's what I thought. So in theory, I could pop in for official business for 4 hours a day, but I would have to have official business to do so.
Aye.
Do we know what time Lady Odalina will be with us, sir? Either of you were free to answer that at any point.
I do not know.
I
I know she resides in the other fortress.
No,
Oh,
she's
she
been
stayed
staying
here
back
last
here.
night.
Ah,
But no, the Lady Odalina will awake when she awakens.
Just need to speak to all 3 judges at some point, I think, after I've spoken to you 2 gentlemen. And Miss Terra. And, I mean, I'm speaking to Lady Crystal anyway, so I might as well do it twice. Can we allow her a little time with her friends before we take her back, please?
Very well. A short while, no more.
Miss Zedica, did Miss Odalina give you what she wanted to give you?
Yes, she did.
Ah.
Thank you.
Good.
Is there anything else you need over there? Or want for your sanity?
Company.
And we must all make sure we visit on a regular basis. I don't want you going insane. And I bloody would. As much as I usually crave the quiet, I think a little bit too much quiet can have the opposite effect.
Oh, it does.
Well, sorry to say, if you don't like your punishment, Lady Zedica, maybe you shouldn't have committed any crimes.
Okay, that wasn't needed. She knows why she's there.
Well, then, the least we hear about the complaints of her habitat, shall we say, the better. We find it affording her far more courtesy than we would others in her position. And we are not doing so. We are dealing with a
our
demon
honor,
lord.
Lady Terra?
Alright, let's everybody calm down, please.
We've been nothing but courteous to Miss Zedica.
Oh, I feel so as well. I have treated her with nothing but honor and
Okay,
respect.
everybody's emotions are getting the better of them right now. Can we stop? Especially out here in the courtyard where we may be overheard.
The general
We
is
don't want
right.
them running back with tales of discord among the ranks now, do we?
I'll not stand by and let my honor be insulted again, General. I'll see myself dismissed.
Take yourself to the lady and calm yourself down, sir.